bouncing up and down, but I promise if you nod your head or correct rate. So my name is Mark Suter. I am a teacher at Lima High School. I teach all the fun classes like game design, computer programming, virtual reality development, and entrepreneurship class. And this is one of my star students, Riley, who you'll hear from in just a minute. But today, why are we here? We're seeking partners. We're seeking partnerships that will work with me and a small group of students to build virtual reality apps for your company. Now, it might sound kind of far-fetched and futuristic, but this is a real thing. So right before the pandemic, I was fortunate enough to get a grant to travel around Europe and visit businesses that are actually using VR within their company already. You might recognize this one. Walmart, they've been doing this for years, 3 years in fact. They've already been training their associates using VR simulations. This is off their official blog. While at the conference, Lockheed Martin, they make like helicopters and like battleships, they found that instead of building an interactive simulation, they didn't even do a training in, they did what's called a reachability test. So they found it's more efficient and cheaper to make a mock-up of this battle station workstation and then test it. And this is just a video of his screen there because they don't share this stuff online. But can the user reach all the intended devices, buttons, etc.? So even something as simple as that, where you're not actually doing anything, but you're just simulating an environment to make somebody familiar with it and see if you can reach the appropriate things. And some of the other speakers at the conference that are using VR to train and not just to train, but also to use with their clients. KLM, that's Royal Dutch Airlines, International Red Cross, Tourism from Northern Ireland, and Ford Motor Company, which we've already been in talks with locally, and we're going to be doing something with them too. So last semester, because of COVID, we kind of made our own simulation of a partnership. So I want to walk you through the typical workflow from start to finish, what this looks like. So we went on YouTube and we found this video of how General Motors trains their employees. They have these wooden cars that literally go down the line, and then the employee has to pick out the correct wooden piece, which would be a metal piece in the real world, and put it on there, thread the nuts on, and then use the impact drill or impact wrench to tighten the nuts. So that series of simple steps, it's fairly expensive because you have to have one trainer and pay the time for them, build the whole assembly line, etc. And what we would do is, in the classroom, we do what's called paper prototyping. So once we've discussed an idea of something that might be a good fit for you, a paper prototype is where we literally have either something cardboard, or in our case, we 3D print stuff sometimes, and then we act it out. And this is what actual VR development companies do, because I've sat there and watched them. They basically act it out sometimes with little like popsicle sticks. They'll like act it out like little kids, but literally they're acting out what do they want the VR app to do. And so this one, you grab a piece, you put it on there correctly, you thread the nut on, you use the impact wrench to tighten it up. Done. And that's the whole training simulation. And so last semester, one student by himself made this. This is what's called a gray box version of it, which is where you're not worried about graphics, you're worried about the sequence of events, the muscle memory, that's the real training. So the wood pieces are there, all of that kind of stuff. And this is me testing out his app. So I grab, this is with the Oculus Quest 2 headset. It gives you some text instructions, you pick up the piece, which you can inspect, and then when you put it close to the correct place, you see it light up in green. That's the visual feedback that shows them they're doing it correctly. And then the text changes, says, okay, now grab the 2 hex nuts and put those on. And you'll see again, they can inspect the part as they need, and when they get close to the correct part, it glows green. If they had the wrong one, we can make it glow red. We can do any kind of feedback like that. So, and then you use the impact wrench, but for time, let's skip that. So, all of that said, we're looking for partners. So if you are like total, the mic in your science, assigning fastening hardware to science, or want to make a total logistics, correctly loading a pallet. Those are all things that you could get rid of a lot of the initial training time where they're brand new to it, get them familiar with it so that when they go into the actual hardware or machinery, they have this muscle memory that they're already familiar with it. It cuts out a lot of expense, it's efficient, this is how to contact us. Also, I have one blog post I'm going to be updating throughout the school year, and this is going to have news and information, pictures and videos about our different partnerships that we're doing. If you want it to be private because you don't want to share with the rest of the industry what you're doing, you can also do that and not post stuff about our partnership. So there's the blog, there's the email. Contact us, and Riley wants to say a few things.
Hi, my name is Riley.